Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, is going through a little bit of drama right now. Just earlier in the week, we saw that supposedly the storyline, the entire story arc, the premise of the game has been leaked by a disgruntled Naughty Dog employee on 4chan. And we've got a little bit of insight as to whether it was true or not. One of the biggest gaming journalists, Jason Schreier, was basically mentioned in the leak, and it was sent to a bunch of gaming journalists. Has the game been leaked? What does it mean for Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this game, and let's just take note of the fact that the trailer has 64,000 likes and 155,000 dislikes. Let's get into it, but first, check this out. But before we get to the video, guys, check all the links down below in the video description for the best tech you could find, hands down. We've got all the best tech of the year, all the best PS5 Pro accessories and PS5 accessories, all the best Steam Deck accessories if that's your thing, and the best coffee ever made by mankind with nootropic mushrooms that just improves your health. And talking of health, if you want to invest in your sleep and your health overall, the best smart ring that tracks your sleep and tracks basically a bunch of body metrics for you, the Ultra Human Ring Air. Use my links down below to save money right now. Click them, click them, click them. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the video. So it's been a hell of a long time since I'd even heard of 4chan or just realized it was still up and getting used by people, right? But earlier in this week, we obviously saw a leak. Supposedly, the whole storyline of Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, was leaked on 4chan by a disgruntled employee at Naughty Dog that wasn't happy with the game's direction. This whole woke thing, right? People are mad, upset. Clearly, the likes and dislikes speak for themselves. My opinion on the game is a lot like most people's, right? If it's a good game, in which it looks like a good game, it looks like a good game. Forget agendas, forget, any sort of, anything being pushed. It looks like a overall good game. It's from Naughty Dog. It's a new franchise. It's set in a sci-fi space universe. It has a lot of kickbacks to old retro, like old tech and, stuff, nostalgia for the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. And I love that. And I like the look of the game. The character looks interesting too. Regardless of what the actress who plays her, the main character, the main protagonist, regardless of her views, and she does have a lot of views, a lot of, some people would say, woke views. Go watch some of her interviews. Regardless of that, I think it looks like a cool game, and I'm sure she's a lovely person. But people don't agree. Anyways, apparently one Naughty Dog employee leaked the entire storyline of the game. Plot and gameplay details revealed below was sent to a handful of gaming journalists. Most noticeable includes Jason Schreier, but they are debating whether or not to share it. The leaker is supposedly a disgruntled Naughty Dog staff member who hates the direction of the company is going as Druckmann gets more and more powerful and influential. Part of the reason why Schreier is hesitant to give the okay. My friend in an exclusive gaming journalist Discord server sent me the summary of the leak. So, the player character, Jordan, was a member of the Five Aces, a band of notorious criminals. The leader, Luis Tony Dalton, disappeared without a trace, causing the Five to drift apart. The reason for Jordan's shaved head, the absurd reaction to which Naughty Dog fully expected this, is to serve the hiding of her identity, as she is a wanted criminal. Jordan works as a bounty hunter purely as a means to find her former partners, particularly Lewis, who she sees as a father figure. Kamal Nanjiani plays Colin, the comic relief of the crew. The tutorial and opening mission is set on Sempiria's moon, leading to Jordan chasing Colin into space. An important note from the leak is that there will be no space combat. The aforementioned segment is a cutscene, and as they fly into Sempiria's atmosphere, an EMP wave disables both ships, leading them to crash in different locations. The bulk of the game is described as an open world, Uncharted mixed with sci-fi elements, and the majority of the enemy combatants are AI-driven machines. But with a wide variety of types, melee, range, and even vehicle combat are in the game. The base of operations in the game is your crashed ship, which can be customized. If this is the case, if this is true, the leak's true, which you'll find out in a second, I have a feeling there could be some truth to this. And I mean, just read it for yourself. The game seems pretty interesting. I like it. As you find each member of your old crew, they will join you on the ship with seamless interactions depending on the day and night cycle. Think Red Dead Redemption 2 in your search for Luis. The gist of the plot is that Luis sent a message to all members of the Five, excluding Jordan, to meet him on the planet, and they were specifically instructed to not come alone and to not mention this to the other members. Once 3 members of the crew besides Luis join you, the game takes a hard turn. An underground dwelling race of aliens known as Sempirians kidnap Jordan's teammates. The ship, with all its decorations and customization, is destroyed, inspired by ME2 Mass Effect 2's Collector's Event, the Semperians resemble humans with some notable differences, including the ability to sprout large insect legs that allow them to scale walls, as well as night vision. With more of a survival horror shift, you make your way through the underground tunnels to try and save your crew. Eventually, you reach where they're held, where it's revealed that Lewis is preparing to execute them in the front of a horde of angry Semperians. Jordan interrupts, begging to know why Lewis is doing this. Lewis explains the big twist of the game, that the effect of the quantum experimentation needed to develop distant spacefaring technology, the quantum influence on their genetics rapidly advanced the stages of evolution to help them adapt to Semperia's harsh environment, and when Lewis crashed on the planet, he found himself empathizing with their race, promising to help support their desire to return to Earth. Druckmann apparently had to read Heart of Darkness, which inspired this plot point. And it goes on and on and on and on. We'll read the last one here, why not? The Semperian religion, founded by the Heretic Prophet, stated generations upon generations would suffer until a messiah arrived to lead the Semperians to their ancestral home, where they would reclaim the land and purge its inhabitants. The AI software and battle machinery on the planet was constructed over thousands of years to assist in invading Earth. However, the technology needed for a ship to pierce Semperia's atmosphere without being disabled by its unique qualities could not be figured out. Jordan is forced to watch as each of her companions are shot in the head by Lewis. Please let me know in the comments. She begs to know why he's doing this. Louise informs her that she was never meant to be here. It's why he didn't call her to home. He was using the former partner's presence on the planet as a means to an end. It's revealed that Louise informed Galactipol that 4 of 5 aces would be on Sempiria, and a fleet of police ships outfitted with EMP countering tech arrive at the planet. Lewis has an affection for Jordan, so he orders the Semperians to detain her while they fight Galactipol and take their ships. Jordan escapes, and the final act has the player tear through a war zone between the two sides, ultimately resulting in Jordan chasing Lewis down and killing him as he operates a huge tank. Lewis's dying words are to ask Jordan to continue his work, and that the Semperians deserve to see their home again. The player has the choice to use the tank to destroy Semperian robots, leaving them defenseless to be slaughtered by Galactipol, or destroy Galactipol ships. After either choice is made, you find Lewis's old ship, fly into space, and the ending, depending on which choice you made. And there we go. And someone says, this is so terrible that I believe it. So there we go. That is the supposed leaked storyline for this game. Take it with a grain of salt. Let's talk about this. So let's read this article from again, Push Square. So, Intergalactic, PS5's toxic detractors peddling patently fake leaked story details. Maybe they used AI. It's supposedly fake, but we don't know. We don't know. Maybe they're just doing damage control. So whatever your opinion on Naughty Dog's recently announced sci-fi adventure, Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, it's received an overwhelmingly negative reaction from certain online circles. So strong has this wave of negativity been that these people are now spinning up their own rumors about the game and its story and sharing them around as though they're fact. Originating in 4chan of all places, a purported story synopsis of the game is doing the rounds, but the alleged details of how this leaked are frankly ridiculous. Plot and gameplay details revealed was sent to a handful of gaming journalists. Blah, blah, blah. We read that out. The synopsis itself is barely worth talking about as it's clearly fake, but is it though? Is it though? But Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, name dropped in the leak, has already debunked the whole thing, replying to the post below. So basically, over on Blue Sky, this guy called Bruno AB09 basically said, "Hello, is this true? Plot and gameplay details revealed below was sent to a handful of gaming journalists, the most notable of whom includes Jason Schreier." Jason Schreier responded with no. Were you kind of excited for the storyline there? I was a little bit. It was kind of corny and bad, barring all games to some extent. But yeah, basically, he says no, already has 10k likes on Twitter and saying how fast BS spreads. Thanks for clearing it up on here at least. One of the many reasons I'm no longer on Twitter. Follow Blaze2k on Twitter, or X. Blaze2kx, link down below. I also have a Blue Sky account too, if you want to follow me on there. I don't post on it much, because a lot of people I follow don't post on it either. Everyone, with how political things are, everyone in their infinite wisdom who hate Elon Musk, who hate the fact that he owns X and his political views, they're all trying to leave X to these new websites like Blue Sky, and that's commendable. If you don't like being on a place, why be there in the first place? Fair enough. Go into Blue Sky, but they make the switch to Blue Sky and then they don't post on Blue Sky and they continue to keep using Twitter, and it's kind of ironic a little bit and kind of sucks because it would be cool to have an alternative to Twitter. Anyways, yes, so apparently the leak is fake. If you remember rightly, Naughty Dog had to turn off the comments on the trailer video because of people well, saying mean things about it, right? As you can see here, comments are turned off. But guess who didn't turn off the comments? PlayStation. Let's go to the PlayStation trailer and see what people have to say here. I wonder if they've filtered the comments, right? Let's see. So, they sell here as separate DLC. Okay. The trailer is 2 hours ago. Ugh, it's so old we need a remaster. You know what Naughty Dog's like with their remasters. The most surprising thing about this trailer is that Sony left the comments on. Main character is about to share a grave with Concord. From the studio that brought you Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, and Uncharted. Nice. How many of them still work there? We went through this. I feel like Will Smith will slap me for making fun of her. We read the comments before in a previous video. People are saying it's woke. This lady in the TV says way younger than she looks. In order to keep the game at 60 FPS and PS5 Pro, they ditched the main character's hair. Oh god, the memes. Sony secretly enjoying all the comments, so they left it on. Lol. Main character looks like Aang in The Last of Transbender in this mid-transition process. Oh jeez. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. Whether you like the game, whether you dislike the game, what you think about the leaked storyline. Is Jason Schreier doesn't work for Naughty Dog, right? Does he ultimately know whether this is real or fake? Does he know, or is he just dismissing it because of, you know, the reasons behind its leak? I don't know. But let me know what you thought about the leak storyline. Is it exciting to you? Is it something you're sort of curious about or excited about? Because it does look alright. The storyline seems okay. I love the aesthetic of the game. Anyways, I'm Blazed, okay? Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon if you want my gaming opinions and news every day on your YouTube homepage. Please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and come join us every day on stream around 1 p.m, 12 to 2 p.m. Central Time every day. I'm streaming, whether it's PUBG, whether it's a new game, Indiana Jones, Stalker 2, you name it, Dragon Age, and the Veil Guard. Let me know. Anyways, I love you. I appreciate you. Please come join us. Merry Christmas. Stay safe. Hopefully you and your family are having a fun time. Anyways, I love you. Bye.